On, guys? Welcome to Outside the Brand. This is your Friday night SmackDown post show for August 11th, 2023. I'm your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining me right here on your Friday nights, wherever you may be. Guys, SmackDown. What did we just witness at the end of the show tonight, y'all? Jey Uso out of WWE? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it, guys. We also have a new United States champion in Rey Mysterio. That's interesting. We're going to be talking about that and what our thoughts are when it comes to that. You know, the reign of terror, the reign of Austin Theory as the United States champion is over. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that new United States champion, Rey Mysterio, and what we think that could all be leading to in just a few short moments. While Loth is going to be getting in here in just a few short moments, we also, Friday Night SmackDown was built on that United States Championship match and this Bloodline situation. What is Jimmy Uso thinking? What was Jimmy Uso's reason to attack his brother Jey at SummerSlam? We're going to be talking about everything that happened on Friday Night SmackDown tonight. So, guys, if you guys want to continue to be on the lookout for all things OTB, make sure to hit that like button, turn on the bell for all notifications as you hit that subscribe button down there below, as well as we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys have been showing to the channel as of late. You guys know that we continue to bring the best here when it comes to WWE, AEW, post-show reviews all over the place. Guys, this was a good SmackDown tonight. It was a very good SmackDown tonight. We saw really good stuff when it comes to that United States Championship. We saw really good stuff when it comes to the Bloodline. The Bloodline continues to, elevate themselves each and every single week, regardless if you're getting a little bit tired of the story or whatever. Things are getting very, very interesting when it comes to the Bloodline, and it is definitely something to look at for sure. Follow us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. You guys can follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Threads at @PhillyMount_. You guys have been showing massive, massive love on social media as of late, guys, and I can't, thank you guys enough when it comes to that. That is going to be, you guys are just absolutely awesome when it comes to social media and everything like that. So I appreciate you guys for all the love and support when it comes to that. Go get yourself something from WWE Shop. The affiliate link is down there in the description below. It's my personal link, but you guys, whatever merchandise you guys get, I get a small commission for, and whatever commission I get, I put right back to the channel. That way you guys get the best stuff right here on OTB. And I want to thank our sponsor for tonight's episode, that being SeatGeek. It's an official application you can get on your phone or on the interwebs. You guys can use the code OTB at checkout for $20 off your first purchase using SeatGeek. It's a win-win for everybody involved. It's a win-win for you because you're saving money. It's a win-win for us because you are supporting OTB. And it is, just a win-win when it comes to just SeatGeek. You're supporting SeatGeek, you're supporting us here at OTB, and you're getting SeatGeek deals all over the place. You want to go to a WWE event, you got it. You want to go to an AEW event, you got it. Football is right around the corner. Football preseason starting up. I know it's just a preseason, but you want to go to a preseason game, check out your favorite football team, go use SeatGeek. It's a great time over there. It's just, an amazing sponsor here on the channel. We love having them be a part of the channel. Thank you, SeatGeek, for being a part of our family. We love being a part of yours. Guys, this was SmackDown tonight. SmackDown. Loth is going to be here in just a few short moments. This was great. Let's talk about Friday Night SmackDown tonight, y'all, because Friday Night SmackDown started off what did we start off with tonight? Let me just get the rundown real quick. Hold on one sec. There we go. Okay. We are good to go. So, we start off Friday Night SmackDown tonight, right here in uh in Calgary, Alberta, with Charlotte Flair making her entrance. Charlotte Flair makes her entrance that she is going to be facing Asuka in the first matchup on Friday Night SmackDown tonight. It was okay for what it was. You know, they definitely had their you know, chemistry when it comes to Asuka and Charlotte. These two were basically, being used to showcase what happened during the triple threat match that happened at SummerSlam. You guys know Bianca Belair, Charlotte, Asuka defending her championship, the WWE Women's Championship in that triple threat at SummerSlam. Io Sky ultimately cashed in on Bianca Belair, who would become the new women's champion, to become the new women's champion. So Io Sky is the champion at that point in time. So there you go. Asuka and Charlotte Flair took on each other tonight. It was an okay match. It was a good match, but it ultimately ended in a no contest because Io Sky would ultimately make her presence known with the rest of Damage Control. Bailey and Dakota Kai were flanked by her, and a missile drop kick, a springboard missile drop kick to both Charlotte and Asuka forced the no contest. And yeah, so Damage Control did their thing. They attacked both Charlotte and Asuka, and they stood tall at the end of it here. It was a good showing for the women out there. I mean, it was Charlotte, it was Asuka, so I mean, hell, those two are those two, you know how good those two are, whether you like them or whether you don't. But there was no Bianca Belair, so I don't know what they could be setting up. I really don't know what they could be setting up. They could be setting up some sort of triple threat at Payback when it comes to Io, Asuka, and Charlotte. So because there was no Bianca Belair at all in any of this. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know what Bianca does from here. If anything, I would want her to join up with the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. I think that would be a great spot for her. Because she definitely needs something new. She needs a new direction. But it looks like they could be setting up some sort of triple threat. That's what I'm thinking. That's at least my thought process in all of this. So we'll see what happens. I'm very much interested when it comes to that. It was different though, for sure. Opening up with the women's match on Friday Night SmackDown, because we rarely get that kind of a thing. We usually either open up with a segment that leads into the first match of the night or something like that. So starting off with a women's match, very different, but it definitely made sense for what they were trying to set up. And Io Sky making her presence known as a new women's champion definitely had its perks and its advantages. And we'll see where things go when it comes to Io Sky and her women's championship reign here on Friday nights. I'm interested though. I'm very much interested because I love Io Sky. I think Io Sky is absolutely fantastic. I like Damage Control, but they need to figure out what they are going to be doing with Damage Control. That's really all that they need to figure out here. Once they figure out what they're going to be doing with Damage Control, then we can really start getting the ball rolling with them, and we can get things, progressing when it comes to them. Because Damage Control can be great. It's got Bailey, it's got Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I've always said that there are three great individuals that just didn't gel well as a tag team or as a trio. But they can gel well as a trio if WWE puts them in the right positions in order to get them to be that amazing trio that I want them to be. I want them to be a great trio. As soon as they debuted back last year at SummerSlam, I was like, well, this is a great trio decision. Bayley wanted these two. Bayley wanted Io and Bayley wanted Dakota Kai. So she saw something in them to make this trio happen. Otherwise, the trio wouldn't have been pitched. So we'll see what happens. I'm very much interested in to see what they have for Io Sky and her Women's Championship reign, but that's up in the air right now as we got to figure out what they're going to be doing. Now, when is Dakota Kai cleared? We don't know. We know that Dakota Kai is, just able to be on television, but from what she said at the press conference when somebody asked if she's back, she's not fully back yet. So, we'll see what happens. I'd give it at least a month time. I'd say give it at least a month, and we'll see if she's not like back in ring when it comes to like in ring competition by at least a month. Then I'd be a little bit worried. But if she's able to be on television, just like Bayley is, because apparently Bayley got injured too. Remember at that live event that she apparently got injured at. If Bayley's allowed to be on television, even with this injury, so I guess Dakota Kai could as well. So I say let's give it a month. And then if she's not back within a month, then yeah, there's something to be talking about for sure. But I think at least Dakota Kai she's cleared enough to appear on television, because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be here. So yeah, I think this is good for what it was though, and we'll see where things go. That's what I'm thinking of. I think we're going to be getting Dakota Kai. No, not Dakota Kai. Io Sky, Charlotte, and Asuka at WWE Payback. That's what I'm thinking. And we'll see where things go. Yeah. Could be fun though. So we'll see what happens. We come back from commercial break and Kayla's backstage with Santos. He tells her that one word describes how he's feeling right now, and that is confident. He says that it starts tonight as he was talking. Austin Theory then attacked him and attacked the knee of Santos Escobar. Officials then came to break it up. Theory slams a piece of equipment on Escobar's leg, and that's what set up the storyline for tonight and the United States Championship. Is Santos going to be ready to go heading into his United States Championship match, considering Austin Theory tried to take the cheap way out and injure his opponent before the main event, which was the United States Championship match. Austin Theory doing Austin Theory things. That's basically what it led down to. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely saw this coming. As soon as I saw that coming, I was like, all right, well, it looks like they're definitely going to be keeping the United States Championship off of onto Austin Theory for the next few weeks. I thought maybe they were going to just take the title off of him at Backlash, but that obviously turned out to be a wrong statement that I made, because we have a new champion tonight, y'all. So yeah. And I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong at some points. But yeah, I thought they were gonna, just keep it on Theory for the next few weeks up until WWE Payback, but they ultimately decided to take the title off of him tonight for Rey Mysterio, which you'll get into in just a few short moments. So here you go. What do we have next? Oh yeah, that's right. We had we came back from commercial break and we saw Santos being evaluated by WWE doctors. And They were checking up on his left knee, and he is in massive amounts of pain, considering what Theory dropped on him, which was that piece of equipment. So, they're checking up on him and seeing if he is able to go before the United States Championship match later on tonight. So, we then cut back to ringside where we see AJ Styles making his way to the ring for his match against Karrion Kross. Now, I'm done with this feud. This feud is done. AJ won. He got the best of Karrion Kross tonight. There's no need to do this feud anymore. The feud is dead. The feud didn't really have heat to begin with. I understand what they were trying to do with Karrion Kross. They were trying to get him in these feuds with these big guys that, have big names and big followings, and, you're trying to see if it sticks. It's not sticking. It really is not sticking. And as much as I like Karrion Kross, as much as I do, I like Karrion Kross as much as the next guy. I do. Not a lot of people actually do. And I understand why. I understand why people don't like Karrion Kross. But I know he can do a lot more than what WWE is doing with him. And yes, I understand that they're just putting him in these random ass feuds that mean absolutely nothing. He's doing these tarot cards, and he's pulling out these tarot cards of these superstars that, that legitimately have no connection to Karrion Kross whatsoever. None. He's doing these tarot cards, he's pulling out these cards for AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and others that he's feud with since coming back to WWE. This is not the way you presented Karrion Kross at all. And maybe Karrion Kross is fine with the way that he has been being used on WWE TV, but I'm not. I don't like the way that he's being used on TV because this is not Karrion Kross. This is not the Karrion Kross I know. This is not the Karrion Kross I knew from NXT. This is not the Karrion Kross that I knew was an absolute badass over there on Black and Gold. The Karrion Kross of old was fantastic. And that first run on the main roster killed him. It legitimately killed him. It killed him. It killed his momentum. It killed everything that everybody knew about Karrion Kross. Because at the end of the day, Karrion Kross, from what he was back in that first stint on the main roster, was terrible. They put seatbelts on the fucker. They put a goddamn gladiator mask on him. They did everything in their power to make the man not look legit. And that's your problem right there. He loses to Jeff Hardy in 90 seconds. Granted, it's Jeff Hardy. And granted, no more words came back. But oh, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Laugh Not Famous. Let's go.
Yo.
Sound like Charlotte Flair, like a robot. How you doing?
Oh.
You're good now.
Am I lagging?
No, you're good now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good now. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm talking about the AJ Styles and Karrion Kross thing right now, but how'd you feel about WWE opening up with that women's match to start off the show?
I'm happy, Io interfered because Charlotte or Asuka didn't need that win. So,
yeah.
It don't really matter to me, honestly. But
making that women's championship feel present, making that women's champion feel present and, getting things in control for Damage Control. No pun intended when it came to that, but it just came out that way. Was good. And, when it came down to Damage Control actually getting the better of them, they should. It's a 3-on-2. It's a 3-on-2 attack. You got things going, even if it is Charlotte and Asuka. Damage Control, they need to get back to what they should be, and that is a dominant group.
I remember we had the conversation that a lot of us thought that Triple H just gave up on damage control. This may be his like second chance of going about it again. And I want to like this stable, I really do. But the way they were booked before, I can't get onto it. So hopefully they can fix it this time, you know? Hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. And I know Corbin asked earlier. I already answered it for him. About is Dakota Kai back? I don't think she is fully back yet. Considering that she said in the press conference that she wasn't fully, coming back yet, but she is at least able to be on TV, and that is good. Because what happened when Bayley, she got injured at that live event, but she was still able to appear on TV. I think that's what this basically is when it comes to Dakota. If she's not back in the ring by, I'd say, at least a month, then we have something to talk about when it comes to Dakota. But I think she's gonna be okay. And if she's not ready to be on TV, she wouldn't be here.
Yeah, that's true. She'll be out.
So,
she said she'll be out.
I say at least
longer.
give it a month, but we'll see.
Yeah. She said she had a ways to go.
Yeah, so I don't even remember what her injury was. Was it like an ACL? Something in the knee.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought.
I'm pretty sure.
So yeah, I mean, definitely something needs to be monitored when it comes to that. But other than that, it is what it is. And then obviously I was talking about the whole AJ Styles Karrion Kross thing. I thought it was actually a pretty well thought out match between the two, other than the few missteps that they had. With the phenomenal DDT mess up, and then that inverted DDT kind of, drop that AJ kind of just did because he just, wanted to just reset everything. Other than that, I thought it was a very well competitive match between the two. And even in the loss, Kross looked okay. But again, dude, like I said earlier, before you joined, they're just putting these feuds together with people that have great fan bases and that have big names. But in the end, they're not going to do anything for Kross.
He's cooked, bro. He's cooked. That's just what he is. He's washed. I don't know. It's over. It's over.
I'm telling you right now, man, that first stint on the main roster killed him. He killed him and everything that people knew about him.
I'm not. You know why I'm not going to blame that? You know why I'm not going to blame that? Only because they started off his return the right way. They started off the right way. They came back and they immediately put him in the face of Roman and Drew. That, to me, is what messed him up. I'm not going to blame the whole helmet stuff because he was over for like those first 2 weeks. And then as people saw how he was booked, that's when he went downhill. It will be different as soon as he came back and did all that stuff. Then they booed him. No. This stuff didn't start until he came back for real, and his booking just slowly deteriorated. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame Vince for this one. I can't.
I'm not totally like. It's definitely the booking this time around for him. And what WWE did when it came to this second run. I'm not totally just, disregarding what they did for the booking when it comes to that. But the way that they are just presenting him right now, it's just not the way to go about things. And like the whole tarot cards and him pulling out the tarot cards of these superstars that have no rhyme or reason or recollection of ever being associated with Karrion. That's where I'm like, but why are you starting a feud against this guy? What did he do? What happened? It's like they're just trying to throw something at the wall and seeing if it sticks, and it's just not. I don't know what they need to do. I mean, you said earlier they need to just bring him back down to NXT because anything is better than just firing him.
Yeah,
like, I don't want to see the guy get fired, but it's just like, what are they doing with him? They need to completely reset this guy.
You put him if you send him back to
It's
NXT, I think because
frustrating.
NXT has been reviving people's career. It did it for Ali. It was doing it for Ali. It did it for Apollo for a little bit. It's done it for a lot of people who went back to NXT and just tried again because NXT, I think, for some reason, they have less time, but they have more time to like develop these characters. And I think Sean would do a great job at just bringing Karrion Kross to what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think some people have to realize maybe he's not meant to be this like world champion. Maybe he's not meant to be that. You know what I'm saying? But I will never get
No,
the I will never have the chance to be proven wrong in that sense because they don't treat him as such. They treat him as just like a scary dude with a girl that can't win a match. So why am I supposed to involve this dude into any serious conversation when he can't even win a match on SmackDown? You know, it's like the idea of Karrion Kross is great. Great theme song. You got the
yes,
girl, you got the character, you got the move. He's not a bad wrestler at all. You got the move set.
no,
He's not a bad promo.
and
You got that. He got something that captivates you. But as soon as you put it to paper, it's like, why is none of this stuff working? I haven't really figured it out yet. That's still one of those things that still like plagues my brain. I don't want him to fail. I don't have any ill will towards him, but I'm not going to sit
no.
here and hype him up when he's corny. He's corny right now, and that's just what he is. You know, he doesn't
Shout out Top Dollar.
you know he
Shout out AJ
corny.
Francis.
That's just what he is.
Corny.
That's just what he is. You know what I'm saying? So for him not to be corny, they have to put some effort into him, and I don't think
Yeah.
Triple H is going to do that right now. I don't think Triple H hates him or nothing. We all saw what Triple H did with him in Black and Gold and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I think an NXT move is the best thing to do. There's people over there on NXT that can afford a loss, so he can go in there and just get himself back together. And if you can't get over with the NXT crowd, I don't know. You're really washed. So I hope to God,
Yeah,
he
if
doesn't
you can't get
walk
over
right
with that crowd, with that small crowd that they do, still
there.
at the Performance Center, by the way, which I still like, they need to get out of the PC. It's 2023. Like,
I don't
what
think they
are
should
they
move.
doing? Like,
I don't
you
think they should
can't
move.
find a smaller venue. You can't find a smaller venue like AEW does and do something. You can't get them back touring. Like, what's happening when
I
it
don't
comes to
think they
that?
should. I don't think they should move at all. 'Cause if
Res-
it ain't broke, don't fix it. They're doing fine.
I mean, that's. I mean, it is. I'm not like it is. That is very true. But like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like NXT with this kind of a talent, like with this kind of group of talent, people would want to see that. And I thought, like, touring would be a great way to get these guys and girls acclimated to what WWE does on that main roster. I mean, I understand, it's, the scheduling and, them being at the PC is just very centralized. Like basically what NXT did when they're at Full Sail. It was very
Mhm.
centralized. They knew where to go and they just stayed there the whole time. But that's because they had a contract with them. They had a contract with Full Sail University, and they had that for like a number of years, up to the point where right now. And then sadly COVID happened, and then things moved to the PC. But that was for everybody, not just NXT.
Yeah.
I think NXT in the PC is great, and WWE is like allowing these fans to come into the PC. They get to see these shows, and it's a great feel because it's like that atmosphere of Black and Gold, just not being at Full Sail.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, small, intimate crowd. If Karrion Kross can't get back into the fold of that and get that crowd behind him, then that's a problem. And that's a problem. Now, we're not even saying that this is gonna indefinitely happen. Like, we
Yeah.
don't know what WWE's doing, but that's what they should do. And then if they can't do anything when it comes to Karrion Kross at that point, then it's time to address something. And it's nothing against Karrion at all. I think Karrion's great. It's just maybe he's just not fit enough to do WWE right now.
It's got to be something as far as the fact that his character reminds me a lot of Bray's. Like once you get rolling with it, you can't really have him lose.
Yeah,
you know, because he's supposed to be like this powerful, ominous figure, you know. But I don't think there's enough people on the main roster that Karrion Kross can just beat and not have rematches with every week. You know what I'm saying? He can beat AJ Styles, but not, he's gonna fight him again. You know,
especially this Friday Night SmackDown roster, man. This SmackDown roster is stacked with a lot of great people.
Yeah, so he can't be out there just beating Sheamus every week. That's gonna look stupid, you know. So you go on NXT, and some of the guys you got a whole bunch of people over there that they need some reps, and you're in there with a very experienced wrestler in Karrion Kross. And then when he comes back, develop what you were trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I think you retweeted it too. The freaking someone on freaking Twitter had like this huge freaking elaborate scheme for Karrion Kross, like something that WWE probably is not thinking of, but it made 100% sense. You know?
I want to actually find that real quick.
Yeah, I read it. I was like, that is genius.
I want to find that real quick because I definitely. Yeah, no, I definitely saw that, and I was like, this is actually genius, but I don't trust WWE to go back that far in order to figure out like that is what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. It's right there, but you know.
Okay, so this account on Twitter, I don't know if any of you guys saw it or not, because you know Twitter is still a hellhole. Says Karrion Kross has not only caused change in WWE superstars he is feuded with, but also with his presence. On his return, Scarlett placed an hourglass down, warning the Bloodline. And we all know the Bloodline has had issues, which led to Sami and the Usos disbanding. And I was like, that's actually very, very interesting. It was an interesting like way to go about it, and I was like, huh. And considering what they did, what he's done with other feuds as well, that's not even the one I think that you're even talking about, but that's the one I saw.
It was a really long thing. It was like trying to say that when Karrion put the hourglass.
Let me see.
Yeah, when Karrion put the hourglass, he knew that the bloodline was going to dissolve soon, and then it was like small things that Karrion Kross did led to like other things that happened later on. You know, it was kind of a reach, but it was something. If you put effort into it, it would work. But
yeah,
did you
like it, or did you like retweet it or reply to it, or what?
I'm pretty sure I did, but I retweet and like things at like bulk, so I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I said something. I thought you did too. I don't know. It was a few days ago. It wasn't that far ago, but it was a great idea. It was a great. It was a long jump. It was a great idea, but they're probably not thinking like that. So I think Shawn Michaels is the best way. Send him over to NXT and then just let him beat some guys that are over there, you know? And if you want to bring him back, you can. If you don't really have to bring him back. You know, maybe he's just meant for NXT. That was his peak anyway. We all understood that. You know what I'm saying? So why not? I don't know why they're afraid of doing that. If you have someone on your roster that's not working with their character, send them to where it's very much more character oriented. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's the way I see it. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, I want Karrion to succeed as much as anybody else does in this business, because I don't want to see anybody ever get like fired or fail, or just, you know, because this is it's a business here at the end of the day, and I understand that, but You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody has their own place in this business, and everybody has like their role. Karrion
Mm-hmm.
Kross, he has his own role when it comes to everything, but it's just very, very. Uh, I don't know. It just sucks seeing something like this happen to somebody that you know can do a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
That just it that just doesn't really get his flowers at the end of the day. And yeah, you retweet like everything. So
Yeah.
um damn. If I continue to
I
scroll,
find
I'm
it
gonna
so
lose
funny.
my limit. If I continue to scroll, I'm gonna lose my limit of 600.
Oh God,
Cause that's a thing.
so stupid. So freaking stupid.
Whatever. Whatever. Lawful figure it out, and when he does, he'll most likely just send it to the Discord anyway. That way you guys can see. Why? What
Why? Oh no,
did Tony just tweet that out for what? Did
Jeff's gonna
Tony
die.
just tweet that out for what?
Jeff is going to die. Oh no.
Why did Tony just tweet that?
What? Why? Where did that come from?
Tony, here's the proof. Look, what is that though? Like, I can't even copy that because if I click it, it's just gonna show it on the StreamYard. I can't even click that link. Um, let me go to OTB. Okay,
It's gonna be some shit.
what is this? Safari. What? What is this? Oh, at AAW in conjunction with TX Chainsaw, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. There's a video game for it now. Oh great!
What?
Oh great!
They're doing a
This
pitch
Wednesday
black.
on Dynamite, the first ever the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deathmatch Championship will go down between Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy. What the fuck is
Oh,
this?
I'm about to make a Tony Khan slander video, Phil. I'm letting you know that right now.
I might even join you. I'm like
I'm about to get mad. A Jeff off. Yo, they're having a Jeff off. Oh no. Oh no. Here comes a whole bunch of ridiculousness, man.
that is fucking okay. Okay.
Great. Just splendid.
Oh well. AJ Styles won against Karrion Kross. We don't need to go into any more detail when it comes to that. That is just the hell. Saw clips of Cody versus Brock at SummerSlam. Edge's music hits, man, and man, oh man, he's ready. Edger is here. Who was not
Love
advertised, by the way. Edge was not advertised for the show. But Edge is here in Canada, and the man looks great. the man looks fucking fantastic. Next week is his 25 years celebration. And he basically said in a nutshell that he wants to face somebody who he hasn't faced ever in his entire career. And he says and calls out Sheamus. 1/3 of the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, never faced him in his entire career, which is actually kind of shocking to me. But
For real.
he called out Sheamus. They had a little bit of war words, and at the end of all of it, they shook hands, and they will clash in Edge's hometown of Toronto on Friday Night SmackDown next week. Inject that shit into my veins, bro. I can't wait for that.
This is gonna bang on huge levels. This is going to
They
bang.
faced in a fatal 4-way in 2010. Maybe not. Maybe they faced off against each other, but maybe not 1-on-1. I think that's what he meant to say, but he said they never faced off ever, which 1-on-1 they haven't, but in multi-man matches, of course they have. I mean, it's not really that rare to just never face anybody. So yeah, 1-on-1, yes. In other multi-man matches, they definitely faced off before. I do remember that. Wasn't there a pay-per-view in 2010 called Fatal 4-Way?
Yes, there was. Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
Yep, there was. Look at that goddamn poster, bro.
That was kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Look at Randy. Look at that poster, bro.
That was kind of fire. I ain't gonna cap.
Fatal 4-Way 2010. Sheamus versus John Cena versus Edge versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. Yeah. So it was the Fatal 4-Way in 2010. There you go. The other Fatal 4-Way was for the World Heavyweight Championship, where Rey Mysterio defeated Jake Hager, Big Show, and CM Punk. Fucking Jake Hager in 2010.
All American.
But yeah, inject that shit into my veins. Edge versus Sheamus 1-on-1 next week. Gonna be very, very good stuff there. Sheamus rarely has a bad match, and Edge in Toronto, that they're gonna be eating that shit up, bro. I can't wait.
Indeed.
Up next, we had L.A. Knight. Yeah. Versus AJ Francis, Top Dollar, with Hit Row, the rest of Hit Row, Ashante the Adonis, and B-Fab. Good for what it was. I mean, it was LA Knight getting the win, so that's always the plus there. It was great, seeing LA Knight get a win. But I mean, this was fairly, easy to call here. LA Knight getting the win over Top Dollar. Good stuff there, and LA just getting a much needed win, or continuing his wins upon his current stretch to get to where he needs to be. But I guess he's just on both Raw and SmackDown now, considering he's in a feud with the fucking Miz, even though I actually loved everything about that segment on Monday.
Yeah, I think they did Top Dollar. They're going to do Asante, LA Knight versus Asante, and they're going to do LA Knight versus B-Fab, because B-Fab is horny. Yeah. And then we're going to get out we got like that. Cool me. Shit.
The first ever intergender match in quite some time.
Shit. For real, I think Rhea's gonna be that at some point. But
yeah, no, Rhea's gonna have to do that at some point for sure. But yeah, LA Knight Top Dollar. It was very quick for what it was, but I mean, it was LA Knight just getting a win. Just continuing his momentum, and we'll see what they do on Monday Night Raw, considering he's in it with the Miz. So,
did you hear Michael Cole just like destroying him for the entire match?
He
would not shut up.
Yeah, no, he hates Top Dollar. He hates Top Dollar. I don't know what it is. Like, he just hates him. But
I love it. I really do. I love it. I really do.
Let me know what you guys think about that new commentary team, by the way, guys. Hit do a thumbs up emoji if you guys are into it, or a thumbs down if you're not into it. If I see thumbs down, I would kind of know why. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about that commentary team tonight. I thought it wasn't bad for what it was. It's just it's Cole and Corey Graves with a little bit of a flair of KP, but it was okay.
Yeah.
So LA Knight got on the microphone after this. He says that it doesn't matter whether he's on Raw, SmackDown, if you call yourself Awesome or Uncle Phil. Thanks, LA. But at the end of the day, you know whose game it is, with everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, LA Knight, he's great. He's great. We all love LA Knight over here. Escobar and Mysterio backstage, and comes out and Pierce says, "Look, the doctors told me you're ready to go, but I came in here to ask you, are you ready to go?" Escobar says, "Yes, I'm fully ready." And he patted him on the back, saying, "All right, it's official. Go out there, bro." And the United States Championship match is still on for tonight. So, yeah. I was like, we'll see. I'm like, we'll see how long that lasts. Because I was like, the Century angle, it's definitely not just for now.
I don't know, man.
Hey, Love.
Hmm.
We got some excellence on the show tonight.
Oh, shit.
The Street Profits and Big Bob.
Dun, dun, dun.
They're sitting. Do the thing with your arms, right? Yeah.
Love that guy. Love that.
They're sitting down, having a couple of drinks. Lashley says tonight, it's time for celebration of the new partnership and new opportunities. He says that there's been a lot of talent between. There's a lot of talent between all three of them. And last week, how did it feel? Dawkins says that it felt great, especially in suits. Ford says that it feels like their job is not finished. Lashley says gold is all that they're asking for at this point. So Ford tells them the sky's the limit. Lashley says SmackDown is ready for the new team to run the place. Dude, this is just great. Everything about it. It's great. I love Street Profits with these guys. I love Big Bob. Excellence.
I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of angry that they didn't give us like more. Like I didn't get a theme song or a name for the stable, but they're just giving us peace and peace and peace. And I ain't gonna lie, I can't get mad at that. I don't want everything just, you know.
Instant gratification is sometimes our worst enemy as professional wrestling fans. Let's see what they build it
to. I'm excited. Whatever it is, whatever they're cooking, I'm on board 100%. And I think they're gonna add like maybe 2 more people. I know who I want to be
Considering
in there.
Bianca Belair wasn't anywhere near the show tonight, I'm hoping and praying for Bianca to be a part of this somehow.
2 people, I'm gonna tell you. One person you just said, and the other person I'm not sure if you know. I feel like I talked about it before, but I'm not sure. Bianca Belair, of course.
If you're gonna say Trick or
No,
Mello, I'm fine with it.
no. Y'all know, I don't want Trick or Mello in this damn
No,
stable.
for either of them. Not anywhere near Mello, yeah, for sure. But okay, what you think?
Bianca and Oba Femi. Do you know that? You remember who that is? I feel like we talked about it before.
I remember him, but isn't he a part of Metaphor?
No. That's
who's
Oral.
that guy with?
That's Oral Mensa.
That's Oral Mensa. Okay, that's Oral Mensa. Okay, no, I was just thinking about that guy. Okay,
what's the
Oba Femi? Okay,
what's the other dude's name in Metaphor?
I thought it was. Isn't it Noam? Isn't it Noam?
No, that's it. Noam. Yep. Him, Noam, Jakar, and Lash.
Noam Dar. Yeah. No, but I was thinking of that one guy. So
yeah.
But yeah, put Oba in the group could be cool.
I think what is his name? I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind.
Oba Femi.
Yeah. I was thinking of somebody else too. I was thinking like two people at once. But yeah. Add Oba Femi. Add Oba Femi to the stable. Only reason why is because I feel like they're gonna put him in the same hole.
I'm not mad at that.
I feel like they're gonna put him in the same hole as they put him as they put Odyssey Jones in. I don't want that. Oba Femi is good. He's a tank. He can be like the enforcer of the group. He can be like the solo of the group. He's not just big. He's actually freaking. Look, chat. If y'all know who he is, I feel like a lot of people who are in my chat and they know who he is. LeBron fan, look him up on NXT. He has matches. Bro, he's good. He is good. He's a freaking tank, and he's good. I haven't heard him speak before, so I don't know if he can talk on the mic, but I hope he can. But
just so that you guys can get like a whole like read on him, just in terms of like an actual like stature point. The guy is 6'4", 275 pounds. This guy is a tank. This guy is big, but he is agile as all fuck. I honestly think, like, I mean, he's not built like 275 pounds. You guys think is probably like a heavy type of set, but if you've seen this guy and if you've seen this guy move around, Bobby Lashley's a big dude, but Bobby Lashley can ultimately move in that ring and ultimately move like a pretty quick guy for being as big as he is. Oba Femi is that kind of a guy too. He goes crazy in that ring and he knows what he is doing.
And Oba's bigger than Bob is as far as like body mass.
Yeah.
Dude's a freaking tank.
So he's taller than Phil. Everybody's taller than my ass, but
that's crazy.
Everybody's taller than me, but I don't let that get to me. I can't let that get to me because if I did, then I wouldn't be here.
I feel you, sir.
But yeah, I mean, Oba Femi, he would fit great with this. He would fit great with that. And honestly, pairing him up with guys like Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits, what better way than to learn the business and with those guys,
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm looking at right now. If you want to add somebody from NXT to the stable, and you don't have to really waste time trying to figure out a character, put him in there.
Yeah.
Put him in there and just let him hurt something because he can hurt something. That boy is good.
The only thing that I would honestly really want to request about this stable as well, and I know it's probably not going to happen considering, he's stuck with another client of his right now. But I want MVP a part of this. I do. I need MVP a part of it because these guys, Street Profits can talk. We know they can talk. But I don't know how much Oba can talk. Bianca could stand on her own, but Lashley can't talk
at all.
Lashley and MVP were so good together, and like I understand if like you're trying to find this new identity with him. You're trying to find this new identity and like this new stable with him, but MVP just fits in groups like this, and being that type of a mouthpiece for everybody just makes sense. But if that's not what they're going to be doing because he's, just paired with Omos, I guess they can find their ways to, talk without, totally talking. Let their actions do the talking and not totally get on the mic all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's my only thing. You want to do something, you have to do it with someone who has a clean slate. LeBron fan, look at this dude. Look at that dude. I know it doesn't really do it justice, but that dude is freaking huge. I don't know what freaking planet they made him at.
Motherfucker. So,
but good God, that dude is crazy. So,
would Omos work with this stable? We talked about Omos being a part of this too. We did at one point. I think we both did, but but I mean, I'm just not a big fan of Omos, and I don't want really anything to like, diminish the stable in any way. I just like the stable in the way that they're actually really progressing it right now. And if you just keep people that are that are gonna have great futures with this stable, I think that's what this whole 2.0 stable is really all about. And I say 2.0 because of her business, but the meme. I don't know if you've seen this meme or not. But it's like I saw this like on a Reddit post once, and it's like any group of black people getting out of a car together, new Hurt Business 2.0.
That's ridiculous.
I was like, okay, that's hilarious, but it's
anytime they get out of a car,
of black talent getting out of a car together, Hurt Business 2.0.
That's hilarious.
I was like, okay.
Hey, look, I'm on board. I'm on board with it.
Hey, I'm fine with it. We've been wanting Hurt Business ever since they fucking, disbanded.
Because they had something that would work, and then Vince was like, "Nope, break up on Raw for no reason. We're done."
And guys, I'm not even being racist. I was like a legit meme that I found on Reddit. I don't know if I can even find it now, but if I do, I'll send it in the goddamn Discord because
that's hilarious.
Oh man. But definitely Obafemi, you can do something with him and you can make him, a dominant force within that stable for sure. So Santos making his way down to the ring for the United States Championship match. Austin Theory got in, attacked him from behind. He got into the ring and basically said, "Hey, refs, obviously he's not going to be able to compete tonight. So raise my hand in victory, and as I become the longest reigning United States champion, as I continue my streak to become the greatest United States champion of all time." The referee is like very hesitant to do so. Adam Pearce then announces like, "Look, you ain't getting away this easily. You will be defending that United States Championship tonight, and it's going to be against Rey Mysterio." And Rey Mysterio was already making his way to the ring. So Rey was basically hoping, he's like, "All right, Pierce, you better fucking say my name because I'm going to kick this guy's ass." Luckily, Adam Pearce did say his name, and we were going to have a United States title match anyway between Rey Mysterio and Austin Theory. So, the 3 weeks to determine the number one contender meant nothing, but I mean,
yeah, kind of.
Rey Mysterio was in the finals. I get that he was in the finals of this Invitational, but he lost. All that be that as it may, when it came to how he lost, because of the whole, head to the concrete incident. He lost. So the winner of the United States Championship Invitational did not get the match because of an injury, but the loser that lost because of an injury gets a championship match and wins the championship.
I don't get it at all.
I don't know. I mean, I said it all in the right places. Like, I said it all in the right order that it happened in. It's just, what did they do? But that being said, the match was good. The match was very good for the time that we had it for. It was basically a 619 into a splash, 1, 2, 3, and got the win. I was like, okay, shit. Rey Mysterio is the new United States champion. Now, with Rey Mysterio as the new United States champion, and they already have a t-shirt out on WWE Shop. If you want that, go get it. What do you see happening here? I see at least a Santos heel turn, maybe.
That's oh god.
I mean, I don't want that to happen, but that's the way I see it going down. Because, I mean, Santos could say, hey, you basically took my goddamn shot. But then Rey would be like, you're injured. What was I supposed to do? I was supposed to bring this to the LWO like you were. That's what this is.
I would be surprised if they did this and they like just scrapped the whole LWO stuff when that stuff is selling like hella merch. I would be very surprised.
Yeah, no, I'd be surprised too. Like, and I mean, like, the only reason why I see a Santos heel turn is because, like, like, I hate using the whole thing because it's in the name, but Santos getting payback on Rey Mysterio after he, just took his United States Championship opportunity. But, like, it honestly still makes legitimately no sense considering, the LWO has been so hot. I don't know. They'd have to make it work. But, I mean, that's just what I see going down. I don't want that to happen, but that's just how I see it.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know. They really put themselves hard into a corner when it came to this, for sure. Because
yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I would do?
Name it.
I would go I would go full SVR 2011 and just turn Rey heel, but don't like immediately do it. Like slowly build.
You're talking about that Jack Swagger story?
Yes, I am.
You're gonna have Rey get hit in a car.
Yeah. THQ was cooking with that storyline.
Lose his memory.
Yeah. Go full WCW Rey Mysterio. Like no mask Rey Mysterio. Just flip it. Just go full like 94, whatever year that was, WCW, no mask Rey Mysterio. Completely ignore his son. I know everyone's expecting Rey's last match to be against Dom. Get that out of here. I'm not even worried about that no more. You want to give Rey a run that will be memorable? Fuck what the fans are talking about. You turn Rey and have him just go in a completely different direction than what he's been going with for however. You know what I'm saying? And just try it. You got nothing to lose. Rey gonna retire soon. What you got to lose? Go for it. Let the man have some fun, just being bad for a little bit, and just he don't got to do the LWO stuff anymore.
If I had to choose Rey's final opponent, like if he was gonna retire, like at the end of this calendar year to like WrestleMania or whatever, I'd honestly have Santos retire. Imagine a Santos Rey at WrestleMania.
That would be actually freaking awesome.
I mean, I don't think he's going to be holding on to this United States Championship for all the way to WrestleMania, but if they did Santos versus Rey at WrestleMania, that's not bad. You can make something out of that. Now, again, the whole heel face situation, that's going to have to be addressed, but the way they got to do that, you can make that work. And you really don't have to keep. First of all, Legado del Fantasma has to stay together.
Yeah.
The only reason the LWO is the LWO is because Rey joined them. Santos, Zelina, Joaquin, and Cruz all were together before Rey. Rey just joined them because they had a match together, I believe, on the SmackDown, and they ultimately gave each other respect in the locker room by exchanging masks. And that's how the LWO was formed. So, really, the LWO was just made because of Rey Mysterio.
Only thing is, we haven't seen Joaquin and freaking whatever his name. I forget that dude's name.
Cruz del Toro, yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen those two, and I don't know how long. It's the first time we saw them tonight in weeks.
We haven't seen them in a tag team match in fucking forever.
Yeah, and they're good.
and they're fantastic.
What's going on? I was like, oh look, there! I forgot they were there.
Yeah, so I don't know, man, but you know. And you know what? Triple H was very... I don't know if you knew this or not, but Triple H was very hesitant to even bring back the LWO in the first place. He was very hesitant to even bring back the LWO because he honestly didn't know how it would have been received. But Rey said, look, you just got to trust me on this. With these guys and with me at the helm and everything like that, trying to get these guys over, LWO is going to make this work. Triple H ultimately said, he trusted in Rey to get it done, and he has gotten it done. But I don't know, man. This is going to be very interesting to see where it goes. I see a heel turn for Santos, but they can do this in so many other different ways. But I don't know what they're going to be doing at Payback. Are they going to be doing Rey Theory again? Are they going to be doing Rey and Santos? Are they going to be, is Rey even going to be defending that United States title at Payback? We don't even know. Because Rey winning the title just completely swerved everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I thought Theory was going to retain the championship tonight because of Santos' injury. Mm-hmm. And then Santos was going to win the United States Championship at Payback because Santos... I hate the fucking Payback thing because, it's in the name. Mm-hmm. Santos would win the championship to get payback on Austin Theory for fucking injuring him. That's what I thought. I hate the whole, excuse because it's in the name. But that's what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were just going to keep it on him for the next few weeks, heading into Payback, and then take the title off of him there. But they didn't. They gave it to Rey Mysterio instead, which I was just, okay, interesting. I'm not mad at it. I just don't know where they're going.
Yeah.
But Rey's the new United States champion. They got a new t-shirt out already to commemorate the win. Which they were very quick on.
They were waiting.
Yeah, no, they already had that t-shirt made. They were just saying, all right, win the title, we'll tweet this out.
They were waiting for the moment. Like, oh, well, got it. Got to get that in. That's so going. So we're going to be like 100 people in that crowd next week with that shirt on.
Yeah, for sure. Now, guys, here's also a thing that I want to make this clear because I don't think like people will probably take this out of context too. I am not mad by any means that Rey Mysterio won this championship. Rey Mysterio is a very capable United States champion. That's fine. Rey Mysterio is a very capable United States champion. He's a very capable, in-ring competitor to really hold this United States championship for as long as he's going to hold it for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a problem with Rey Mysterio at all. I don't think really anybody has a problem with Rey Mysterio. Especially with the way this championship reign was when it came to Austin Theory. I was just hoping he was going to lose the United States Championship tonight. Thank God he did. It's just that, like Loff and I are saying from before, we just don't know where this is going. And it's not a bad thing that we don't know. It's just when you're leaving us, just shocked and, just trying to figure things out in our heads, it's like, what's really going to happen here?
I don't know, man.
Dom versus Ray title. If they do title for title, I'm gonna. I mean, they could make something out of that for sure, but you can't, because if Rey Mysterio, like, I don't know if that Rey Mysterio on NXT was just a one-off thing for Dragon or not, but
Dom and Ray are like the America's representatives right now.
Yeah, the United States and North America.
Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe. Oh my God.
Wait, the United States of America.
Wait a second.
And the NXT North American Championship.
It might be why they did it. No, they're not thinking like that, are they? No, there's no way.
There's
no way.
They basically gave them. They didn't give them the same title technically, but North America, United States.
Oh my God! No shot. No shot.
They did not just say that. And here's the thing: didn't Dom say that he came to Friday Night SmackDown as the North American champion to prove to his deadbeat dad what a real champion's like?
Mm-hmm.
And now Rey Mysterio, who is his deadbeat father, is a champion of the United States. They couldn't have been thinking that. They couldn't have been thinking that. I can't.
They might be cooking. I don't know. I don't know what they're cooking, but they might have something.
They did something.
And Ray was just on NXT too? Wait a minute. I don't know.
And he was on NXT to help Dragon win the North American Championship, but failed because obviously mommy. They did something.
They could be not even thinking about Santos right now and just do right. I don't know.
Are we getting Ray and Dom again?
The Undisputed America Championship. But didn't they have to retire one of the belts, wasn't they?
For the America, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
For the America, fuck yeah championship.
Pickup trucks and shotguns, man. Oh man. There's no way.
They couldn't have thought that. They really could not have thought that.
If they're going that direction, I would be astonished. Oh man.
Look, if you're gonna make that video tomorrow, don't be shocked if you see like some sort of like same concept, because I have to talk about that tomorrow. I'm
gonna think about it for a little. I ain't gonna jump the gun right now. I'm gonna think about it for a little bit. I ain't gonna jump.
Yeah, no, like.
But it's a thought. I'm
gonna think about it too. But like, there's no way that they could just be doing that on some strange coincidence.
There's absolutely no way to think about that. Absolutely no way.
So yeah, that was the final match of the show, but the final segment was this whole State of the Bloodline address from Roman. So it's the same thing. Calgary, acknowledge me. This whole thing, because like we don't usually just go word for word anymore about what happens, but this whole thing was basically, you know, Roman asking Paul Heyman where Jimmy is, and Jimmy, Paul Heyman's like, I don't know where Jimmy is. Uh, Reigns is like, how do you not know where Jimmy is? You haven't talked to him. You haven't seen him all day. Like, what are you doing? He's like, look, I talked to him, but he seemed very, I think he said salty about what's been going on. He's like, I don't know what that means, but he's just not in a good place right now. We see Jimmy come in to the arena. He's walking to the ring. Roman's like, don't worry about them. Them being the fans. It's like, don't worry about them. This is between all of us here. He's like, what do you want? You want power? You got it. You want a boat? No, forget a boat. You want a yacht? You got it. You want a new fancy car? You got it. Anything you want. It's all yours. Jimmy's like, I don't want a damn thing. I don't want a damn thing from you, Roman. I was like, fine. What do you mean? Then all of a sudden Jey comes out, dude. And I was like, yeah. This is what we're doing. I was like, dude, Jey coming out. We're gonna need that explanation. And we're gonna get that explanation right now.
Yo, when that freaking camera turned and Jimmy was just sitting there, that was so fun. This whole segment was just extremely funny to me.
It was good though. It was very good. A very good segment here between these guys.
Jimmy was hilarious. Jey was, all his emotions were hilarious. Roman in the back just laughing and like his facial reactions were hilarious. Paul reacting to everything was great. Yeah. Solo not moving a muscle. That was ridiculous.
So Jay's music hits, which is basically just the Usos music, but he has new Titantrons. It's like a new Titantron with like the ones and it's Jimmy Uso and everything like that. That ultimately proves to me that Jimmy's going to get new Titantrons and a new theme. He has to. Right? I mean, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. At some point.
So Jey gets into the ring and gets face to face with his brother, and he's like, "Look, I'm gonna throw away 37 years down the drain if you don't give me a fucking reason why you did what you did." He didn't say fucking, but he's like, "I'm gonna throw 37 years away if you don't tell me what you did and why you did it." Shoves the microphone back at his brother, and Jimmy said, something that's very, very, reasonable, and what, the explanation made sense. And I don't care what anybody says. I think this makes perfect sense. Jimmy basically said he didn't want anybody. He didn't want Jey to get any power that Roman has because he doesn't want him to turn into an egotistical, manipulative, jackass, and like. Well, I think the term was actually asshole, like Roman is.
Yeah.
And I think that's a perfect reason as to why he did what he did. It wasn't because of jealousy. Everybody thought it was going to be because of jealousy. I thought it was going to be because of jealousy. But he didn't want Jey to become a manipulative, egotistical asshole like Roman has been over the past 3 years. I thought that was a perfect reason. So, Loft will be right back. But I thought that was a good enough reason to get something out of him, you know? And you know, that was more than a good reason enough for me. I thought so. I was cool with that reason. So he basically tells Jey that he was afraid. He was afraid of all of that. Jey was going to leave, and he was afraid that Jey was just going to leave. If he doesn't believe him, that's fine. If he doesn't want to speak to him, that's fine. But it's because he loves him, and he wants. And if you want to kick me in the face, throw 37 years down the drain, 37 years of pain, just get it done. Get it over with. Do it right now. And he basically just left himself open for a super kick. He's just like, all right, 37 years of pain. Give it to me. So once that happens, Jey shakes his head and then he turns his back to Jimmy. And then once that happens, you just see Roman in the background just laughing like the fucking asshole that he is. He's an asshole. You just see him laughing. And I'm like, you piece of shit. You fucking piece of shit. You're laughing at all of this. He's just laughing. Laughing up a storm. And I'm like, okay. He begins to laugh. He says, if there wasn't a perfect time to be saying I told you so, he told Jey that he's a hothead. He thinks with his emotions. Tonight isn't about him. It's not about his brother. It's about what it's been about over the last 3 years. It's been about me. Acknowledge me. Jey then super kicks Roman right in the face. Solo then attacks Jey. He goes for a Samoan spike, but Jey ducks it and super kicks him. Roman hits Jey with a Superman punch. Roman goes for the spear, but Jey ultimately hits him with a super kick and then a spear of his own. And then this is where the kicker comes in, guys. This is where the kicker comes in because this is what people are talking about right now. And this is the best part about all of this. Jey grabs the microphone. He tells Jimmy to hold on. Get that ass over here. Come on back. Come back here. He calls Jimmy to come back. Jimmy was going to go for a hug. But Jey hits him with a fucking super kick. And I was like, Jey doesn't know who to trust now. Jey doesn't know who to trust. And that's great. That's a great thing. He hit Jey with a super kick. He hit Roman with a super kick. He hit Solo with a super kick. Jey doesn't know who to trust. And that's a great thing. That's a great detail for the story. So he did. He sold the mess out as super kick too. Yes, he did. Don't trust anybody. There you go, DTA. So he doesn't know who to trust at this point. The only person that he can trust right now is himself and his own mind and his own judgments. So he's basically just going to super kick anybody in sight and just, deal with it in his own way. So we go off the air when Jey looks at the camera. He says he's out of the Bloodline. He says he's out of SmackDown. And he's out of the WWE. He goes over to barricade. He walks up the crowd. He walks up the stairs in the crowd. He puts the twos up. And that's how SmackDown goes off the air and it fades to black. This was great. Like, everything about this. Jay's emotions through all of this, picture perfect. Jimmy and what he did in this entire ordeal, picture perfect. Roman, say what you want about the guy, great at what he does, great acting. The laughing, the I told you so, basically everything that he was doing in his part of the segment after everything that happened between the two brothers, perfect. And Solo's the silent assassin. He doesn't have to do much. But it's because he doesn't do much, that's what makes him so great. All of this leads to one destination. Not Payback. I don't know what they're going to be doing at Payback. They're going to be doing something at Payback, but I don't know what they're going to be doing. But all this leads to one destination. WrestleMania. Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania. And honestly, guys, I love it.
Yo. I don't think we're going to see Jey until like Royal Rumble.
I love it. I love it. I think that's great.
That's what I'm feeling right now.
I think that would be fantastic. Here's the thing though, dude. Personally, I don't know how any of y'all are feeling in the chat, but I want to see a Bloodline Fatal 4-Way. I do.
Really?
I want to see a Bloodline Fatal 4-Way. I think that's where they're going with this at some point, but I don't know when they would do that. I personally would want a Bloodline Fatal 4-Way. But it's just when they would do that, how they would make that go about, and where's the best destination for that. I don't think that would be a Rumble situation. I don't think that's a WrestleMania situation because Roman's going to have to be defending the title. I think the best possible destination would be Survivor Series, like Devin says. But I personally see a Fatal 4-Way going down at some point. I do.
I just don't see the point. I just don't see the point of doing a Fatal 4-Way if we know Roman's going to win.
We don't know Roman's going to win that.
Why wouldn't he if he still has a championship?
Just say.
They're not going to, Phil. You know that, Phil. You know better than me.
They would put the title on the line. Yeah.
Solo has the biggest chance, but he's not going to win either. That's what I'm saying. If Roman loses at some point, Fatal 4-Way me to death. I will love it, but I don't want to see, and I don't care to see any match like that of that magnitude if we know Roman's going to win. You know what I'm saying? And Roman's not losing to Jimmy, Jey, or Solo. So why are we seeing the match for? That's where I'm at.
Well, here's the thing, Corbin. If Roman doesn't get pinned, he would still lose the championship because it would be for the title. If anything, it would be for the title. But But I don't see Roman losing the championship before WrestleMania.
That's why, class. If Triple H wanted to do all this fancy stuff, he should have
he
did what he was supposed to do.
The title didn't need to be anywhere near this. Yeah,
he should have did what he was supposed to do at 39 and had Cody win. Then you could fatal forward.
The title didn't need to be a part of this.
You could do all this the whole time, but now it's a little more sensitive because now you just can't do it. For at least for me, it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't matter to some people, but to me it does. I'm not invested in seeing a fatal four-way match when I know that he's not going to lose the championship. If Roman wasn't champion anymore, yes, absolutely. At that point, anyone can win the match. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Roman will stack all three of them, kick out a mad super kicks in Solo and Samoan spikes. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? You probably pin the least of them, and I guess that's Jey now. I don't know, but ain't nobody trying to see that if Roman's still champion. Only time I care about that is if Roman loses at some point. But the only person that's going to beat Roman is Cody at 40. So a Survivor Series fatal four, they still might do it. That ain't going. That's not going to surprise me. It's not going to. Ooh, I don't care. It's too late for all that.
I still see it going down. But we'll see what happens. What do you think they're going to do with Payback now? Because everybody thought at first it was going to be Jey versus Solo, but then they gave it to us last week on SmackDown. Then people thought that after everything that happened at SummerSlam, all right, we're going to be getting Jey versus Jimmy at Payback because of what happened. But now Jey's out of WWE, or what is being presented to us right now. What's gonna happen? Are we gonna get? I mean, I don't think Jimmy versus Solo makes any sense because we don't know where Jimmy's head's at right now. Is any Bloodline just gonna be at Payback? You can't just leave the Bloodline off of Payback.
Yes, you can. Why not?
I just don't see that. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening.
Judgment Day's on the poster, so they should be the main event. Fuck with the Bloodline doing.
Oh no, I agree. I agree with that 100%. I just don't see them not doing a Bloodline story for Payback.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what I would do. But
and Seth and Shinsuke could definitely be a main event caliber match. I'm not saying that they can't, but I just don't see them not doing anything Bloodline related on that show.
No, but that's the thing. What are you going to? Your only option is Jimmy and Solo. That's your only option.
Yeah, but we don't even know if Jimmy's even back with. We don't even think if Jimmy's back with Roman or not. We don't know where Jimmy's head's at.
He's not. He said he wasn't.
He's just back for himself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said he wasn't back for Roman, which I knew from the start. You know what I'm saying? So the only match you can do is Jimmy and Solo. But Jimmy and Solo has no heat because Solo doesn't talk and Jimmy isn't directing his energy towards Solo. Jimmy and Solo don't even speak. Yeah. It doesn't even look like directly towards each other.
Yeah.
So you either force a Jimmy and Solo match or you do nothing because you know Roman's not going to be there.
Oh, so yeah. Roman's not going to show up to Payback or Fastlane. I'm telling you guys right now, it's not going to happen.
So I say take Bloodline completely off of the pay-per-view and let that shit rock alone. Now you can put some women's matches on there. Now you can build some other people on it. I ain't saying get rid.
You can put Becky and Trish on there. You can put you can put Rhea versus Raquel on there. You can put Io versus. I think what they're probably going to do is a triple threat between Charlotte and Asuka. You can do that.
They've been getting the main event for so long.
Yeah.
let's have our world heavyweight.
I'm not against it. I just didn't think that they were going to be able to not do that. But
they already did it, Phil.
There's nothing else to do. There's nothing else to do.
Exactly. They're already here. They're already at this point right now. So unless Jey just comes back next week and just says, "Yeah, no, Sorry, you know what I'm saying?
We have seen that before, though, dude. I just want to make
Well, yeah,
known to you right now. We have seen
well, yeah.
people leave WWE before, and then they were back next week.
That's what freaking Paul did.
John Cena did that when he got fired from being a part of the Nexus, and then he was back the next week to take care of the
Yeah,
Nexus, and then SummerSlam happened, and
that.
Cena buried the Nexus, and then that's what happened. But
This is the only thing I'm saying. In the scenario that Triple H actually wants to honor the fact that Jey should not be back on TV until Mania time to set up the match between Jey and Jimmy, give the World Heavyweight Champion a main event match. He's the World Heavyweight Champion. You know what I'm saying? That's what Triple H should. You know what I'm saying? People already
if
think
you
that the
want to make
championship.
that World Heavyweight Championship mean something,
Yeah,
give it a main event. Because this
him and
championship
Shinsuke,
has been made for
you
all
know?
the wrong fucking reasons. And now you have a chance to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah,
Make it a main event.
Rollins is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just do it. Rollins deserves it.
Everybody
to me.
thinks that this championship was made for the wrong reasons. Now you have a chance to prove everyone wrong.
Rollins definitely deserves it to me. You know, fuck it. Make it a 2 out of 3 falls match. Just throw another stipulation on there. Just make it fly. You make everything else for the bloodline fly. Make Rollins fly too. He can't just come in and do open challenges every week. It looks goofy. You build up Rollins and Shinsuke on Raw to the best of your ability, and then let them go out in the main event and payback and kill it. You had the Jey and Jimmy stuff there, but as you saw last night, they're not even going in that direction. So, unless they want to try, obviously the option for them to just force a Jimmy and Solo match is obviously right there. They have 4 weeks. They will just force it down our throats like they always do. But in hope that they don't do that, give Rollins and Shinsuke the main event. Shit, for all that, give one of the ladies a main event. Let Rhea get into an actual world title main event. You know, she's there too. You know, she has a belt, but you know, she's just Dom's girlfriend at this point, or whatever the hell they got going on. So
Yeah.
you now the gates are open again for the small time. The gates are open, you know. So you do that, and you now you open the possibility of maybe having a U.S. Championship match on a pay-per-view since WrestleMania. I think, you know.
Yeah.
The door's open now. The door is open now to do something and make people care. Now let's see if they go through the door or not. That's all.
Yeah. I'm not against it. I just didn't see how they were not going to be able to do anything Bloodline. But you're right. There really isn't anything to do. So just gotta roll with the punches and give Monday Night Raw, that World Championship, a chance to main event, because it hasn't main evented since. It hasn't main evented anything since its, inception. And honestly, even when the thing was created, it wasn't even the main event. So you haven't given it a time or a chance to main event anything. So now's your chance. Make
something
us
too?
wrong.
You know something too? When this whole storyline is over and they upload another video, like right before, it was right before Mania, right after Mania, they upload on YouTube like the entire Bloodline story and like clips. When they do this, I want it to be documented how this Bloodline stuff reached its peak at Mania and should have been done, and watch how it plummeted after Mania, slowly but surely. Because now we're at the point where we don't even need the Bloodline on a pay-per-view. We've reached the point of no return, which is what I was telling people for ever since freaking Clash. I was telling people that this storyline can be as great as you want everyone's storyline to end. You either end the storyline or the storyline's going to end itself. And now you're in a weird position because Roman's not going to show up to Pittsburgh, most likely. And you can't do a Jimmy and Solo match unless you force it. And I don't think that's a main event match at all to me. And Jay's not there. So this is what happens when you have a ending to a book and you're like, nah, let's add 8 more chapters. Okay, Cool. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. But like you got to think about your favorite movie. Like imagine at the end of Endgame, what was it? Infinity War Endgame. When everyone dissolved, imagine if they added like another fight scene to the end of that movie for no reason. You'd be like, what the fuck? You just that was the ending of the movie. Why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? Like the end of Spider-Verse when they had the whole they set up for the next movie, or they just cut into another scene of someone just talking. Movies, books, all of this stuff, as good as that stuff, Infinity, yeah, all that stuff, it has to have an ending. If your ending was at 39, you saw that with night one and how that went down. You were terrified of making Cody the man at that point. Okay, cool. Thank God you have WrestleMania 40 right there. You know what I'm saying? Thank God that Cody and Roman are going to be strong enough, I think, to hold it up until Philadelphia. Cool. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everything else around that, the Usos, you broke them up. Solo doesn't talk. Paul Heyman just makes facial expressions, unless you want to bring another cousin into it, which I'm sure is always a possibility.
Or cries.
Yeah, you know.
Paul Heyman makes facial expressions and cries.
That's what I'm saying. Unless they want to throw a half-court shot up and bring in another cousin, or make Roman work payback and just have him fight Jimmy for the fuck of it.
Oh God, Zilla versus Solo.
You don't have anything left. You don't have it at this particular moment. You don't have anything left. And now that you took Jey off of television, and if you're going to commit to it, what do you do after payback? If Jay's not there until Royal Rumble, what do you do now, Mr. Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
Unless you just have him defend against random people, which obviously we're at. But the Bloodline story itself kind of dissolves if you don't have everyone there, to me.
And here's the thing that I found very, very fucking hilarious at that press conference the other day. Paul Heyman said that they're in the bottom of the third inning. Didn't WrestleMania they say they're at the top of the third inning? What?
That was the longest inning.
How long is this inning?
It was the longest
inning. How long is this inning? How long?
Paul knows the storyline. No one's going to sit here and tell me that Paul doesn't know it's going for too long.
I trust in Paul. I trust in both Pauls. I trust in Triple H. I trust in Paul Heyman. I trust in Michael P.S. Hayes because we all know he's a part of this too. And honestly, like I trust everybody that is a part of this whole Bloodline saga right now. The only person I don't trust is Vince, but Vince is Vince. I know who's really a part of all this here. Okay, I get that, you know, and I trust the people that are a part of all of this here. But at the end of the day, there's a time and place to end this shit. Like Love has said over the course of the last few, honestly, the last year, because he was done with this in SummerSlam last year. The storyline is great, but there is only an amount of time left until the storyline gets repetitive, gets, you know, completely just, you know, overbearing, and to the point of no return. I'm at a point where I'm saying we're almost there. Love's at a point where he's saying they are there already. So, if I'm almost there, and if Love has been there for a year plus, how much longer are these 6 innings, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
We got 6 more innings. No.
What does that even mean now? Like,
baseball's a long enough game as it is. If we are in 3 years and we're only at the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we haven't even hit in our stride yet, we're going to need a relief pitcher by, like, the next quarter. We're going to need a relief pitcher at the end of the 4th. And if you guys know that baseball reference, you guys know.
Dog, have you realized that? What if Roman wins at 40? Like, have you thought about that scenario? What if he just beats
Oh
Cody
yeah,
again?
I have many times. A, I'm gonna be very sad, and B, I just know we're probably gonna see this for like the next 6 years because baseball innings, 9 years.
Sad is an understatement, Phil. I'm going to hit someone. If they go
I'm
and do all
legitimately
this,
going to cry. I will legitimately cry.
me too. I'm like, there's no way. You now we're gonna have to have like at that point we're gonna have to have like one of the most serious conversations we've
Like a
ever had
legit discussion with
about
everybody. I don't care who
yeah
it is.
about this company plummeting its stock for Roman Reigns. I want to see what happens because you're on two sides. You're on the side of wanting the company to progress and change at some point, or watching the same ending because either you're obsessed with other people's misery because your life is boring, or you just are a blind Roman Reigns fan, like half of them. I've seen way too many people.
Yeah.
I told y'all before the conversation of Roman Reigns title run can't be had most of the time because most people have the most boring lives ever, and they live off of seeing people who have sense in their. They live off of seeing them angry because nothing is going on in their life. That's cool. Do what you want to do. It doesn't matter to me. My life is fine. My life goes beyond Friday Night SmackDown. But
Yeah.
when we are trying to make a living speaking about this stuff on a subjective level, and they're doing idiotic things to save someone and to give Roman Reigns a
To fit
gift
their own
that
agenda,
no one else gets,
it's not.
yeah. And that's the funny thing about this run. You have three chances. You had Finn Balor at Extreme Rules, you had Drew at Clash, and you had Rollins at Rumble. You had those three chances. You can throw Brock in there, you can throw Cena in there if you want. You can throw Jey in there if you want. You've had multiple times to end this storyline and still do exactly
Multiple
what you're doing right
times
now.
to get this done.
And they're scared. They're scared because Roman Reigns is the biggest draw they've had in a very long time. Excuse me.
And
That's understandable.
and and you know what? And you know what? Like another reason why they're scared is because I know. And look, even if Cody is actually able to do it, and he is actually able to get the job done and win this match at WrestleMania 40, even if that is even still the plan, I don't trust WWE well enough to book that next champion after Roman Reigns any good. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't. But can anybody
Mhm.
blame me? I don't think anybody
No.
really can blame me because,
No.
with the way that things have been going on right now, they put all their eggs in this Roman Reigns basket. And once that basket has no more eggs in it, what will WWE do? They legitimately exhaust all their options. They've exhausted all their options when it comes to Friday Night SmackDown. Nothing on Friday Night SmackDown is important but the Bloodline.
Pretty much.
So what happens after the Bloodline story is over? Is SmackDown just going to cease to exist?
That's what happens.
You like you can't like there has to be something more. I don't trust WWE to do anything with the champion after Roman Reigns. And that's
And
with
you realize,
anybody.
bro,
And that's with
that
anybody.
puts that puts whoever, if Roman ever does lose, that puts whoever beats him behind the eight ball in the craziest way. Because now
So
you have to live up
so
to
crazy.
4 years. You
Yes.
have to
And
live
and
up to
that's the
4
thing,
years.
dude. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you guys know I was very adamant about Cody winning at WrestleMania 39? Very adamant. You guys saw my goddamn Royal Rumble video. I was
Yeah.
jumping up and down like crazy over there. But I was very adamant of having Cody win at WrestleMania 40. And I was like, Cody losing at WrestleMania 40 was a terrible decision. Over the course of the last few months that we have been seeing Cody Rhodes' rise after WrestleMania 40 and how he's gotten basically more popular and more over with the whoa and the, you know, everything that's happened with the presentation of Cody and the way that they have been doing things. My personal opinion here, he's more over now than what he was at WrestleMania 39. I don't think anybody can really dispute that. He's more over now than what he was. So, in that retrospect, yes, losing at WrestleMania 39 did more for Cody than what it really could have been. But in the same streamline of light here, WrestleMania 39 had the moment. It was lightning in the bottle. You had everything right going, everything going for you. It was the right stage. It was the right moment. It was the right time. You could have done it. Now, we don't know what the fans would have done to Cody after WrestleMania 39 if he did win the championship. We don't know. We don't know if Cody. We don't know what the fans are going to do if Cody wins this championship at 40. That's it, and that's even if the plan is for Cody to get to the title at 40. That's if. We don't even know if that's even a possibility yet, dude. We don't know. Yes, the Cody doc came out. Yes, the Cody doc is basically, you know, grooming everybody to say, all right, this is our guy. He could be a champion in this company. You guys are just going to have to, you know, get ready for it. But is WWE even going to capitalize on that, bro? We don't know. It hurts. It hurts. And dude, we aren't even sold yet. The company isn't even sold yet. What is happening when the company is sold?
What if Endeavor makes a call and they're like, nah, we don't want Roman to lose? What do you do now? Like, you can't.
What is happening now? When? And here's the thing, guys. This is happening at the end of September. Middle to the end of September, this company is sold. The board of directors already determined. Triple H not being a part of it, but you guys will see that video tomorrow. I'm going to make a video tomorrow about that whole situation. The board of directors is set. 6 of the 11 are Endeavor people. 5 out of the 11 are WWE. One of them being Vince, but it's 6-5. Endeavor has 51% of the company. WWE is 49%. Endeavor, I don't know if majority rules even mean, like, it definitely means something, but like, I don't know what that really means in any grand scheme of things. And with Triple H not being a part of board of directors and him being the sole like head of creative or whatever, Vince is still going to have something to do with this. I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's the way things are shaping up to be right now. Did they say who they are selling it to? Endeavor.
UFC people.
It's the UFC. UFC is partnered with Endeavor, and Endeavor and UFC, like, Endeavor is like, you know, the people that own UFC. So I mean, like, it's a whole done deal. End of September, this thing is happening. But dude, this is a very scary situation. I don't know what is going to be happening, but this is. I don't know, bro. This is bad. This could be. Aiden, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, because I think the board of directors is going to be called TKO.
Okay.
But guys, we don't know what's going to be happening. All we know is that Roman's still champion. We don't know what's going to be happening. Dog's going crazy.
He knows what's up. He mad too.
Yeah, he's mad about it. I'm gonna have to probably take him outside. But guys, that's it. That's all we have for you today. I gotta get out of here, guys. But guys, thank you so much for joining us here. Loft, do you have anything else to say before we get the hell out of here? Before I take this goddamn dog out?
The Loft Pod will be returning tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be live on my YouTube channel. I haven't made an episode in about 3 years, but I think now is the best time. I just showed y'all what the cover looks like, the little cover graphic that I had. I had that cover graphic sitting there for a while for something else, so I changed it. But yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube for now. I might move it to Kick later. I'm not sure, but I'm bringing it back. I'm excited. As for now, it's only going to be me on there. I may have guests at certain points, but for like the first few episodes, I just want to make it for myself. Mainly because I want to start uploading more on my YouTube channel until like when the football year starts, y'all see me upload on my YouTube channel more. But until then, I want to get my engagement back on YouTube. And as far as the podcast goes, I just want to see what happens. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I had an idea with it before all of this other stuff, before TikTok and all this stuff. And I think we have a big enough platform. Just what I've started with, I think we can build something more with that, and then hopefully it'll grow. And I already got 1K on my YouTube now, so I think the 1K are over there. They might come by too. So then you'll be able to meet my YouTube followers and y'all, and then y'all can just, you know what I'm saying. But it's not gonna just be wrestling. It's gonna be music, food, bad bitches. You know what I'm saying. You know we get it. It's really just what we do on Kick, but kind of like in a more concise manner. So and I'm recording for a vlog tomorrow. I'm leaving after I record the podcast. I'm going out and I'm going to vlog that for y'all to the best of my ability. And yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. I don't know what time it's going to upload. I got to set up all the StreamYard stuff. I haven't done it by myself ever. So I'm gonna set that stuff up.
If you need that.
Thank you. And then the pod is going to end up being live on my YouTube channel. So I'll send y'all the link when I'm live. I'm in Discord, and it'll probably be before like 3 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm targeting for like a noon kind of thing, and then or it might be a little bit early in the morning. I'm not really sure, but it's gonna be the first thing I do when I wake up. So just stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's just Loft Not Famous, same as everywhere else. And I'm excited. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. So gang shit.
Gonna be awesome, bro. Good stuff.
For real.
Yeah. So good stuff when it comes to that. How you feeling about this season, man? Football season right around the corner. Preseason started today or yesterday, I think.
I'm excited, man. I love football season, man. I'm freaking excited. I want to hear that lady sing the Sunday night song again. I love that song. I forget her name. I don't know what her name is. What's her name?
Oh, Carrie Underwood, man.
That's
Carrie
it.
Underwood.
That's her name. Carrie Underwood.
Playing all day for Sunday night.
She be killing that shit.
Carrie Underwood, yeah.
That's what I need to hear again.
She's a goddess, isn't she? She's a goddess.
Yes, she is.
I love her.
Yes, she is.
I love Carrie Underwood.
Man.
Oh, and Josh, we face you tomorrow. Ravens versus Eagles. Saturday Night Football.
Eagles win. Easy Eagles win. I ain't gonna lie. Easy Eagles win.
Preseason, bro. This is a preseason.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You better win now.
We haven't lost a preseason game since I was like 2 years old. Okay. No.
Oh yeah, no, y'all getting walked.
we haven't lost a preseason game since I was like 2 years old. Okay. So get ready. Get ready.
All right. I'll be watching.
Eagles winning that? Nah. We got this.
Eagles backup squad is
you
freaking
suck.
nasty. Yeah, I don't know.
You suck, Josh.
So the Ravens are just
Joshua.
amazing in the preseason? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wow.
The Ravens have like a 20+ game preseason win streak. It's like crazy.
That is horrendous. How are they just nice in the preseason? That's crazy. Wow.
Wait, I'm gonna look this up. Ravens preseason.
It's just unstoppable in those 4 games.
Okay, so it may not matter once the counting games begin for obviously regular season comes around, but the Baltimore Ravens extended their NFL record streak for the preseason to 23 wins with their 17-15 victory over the Commanders on Saturday evening of last year. So August 27, 2022, which was the final preseason game of that season. 23 preseason games straight for the win. Now remember, because it was 4 preseason games for all of those other seasons, and then they shortened it to 3 because, that's what they did. So that's why it's 23 and not 24. But yeah, 23 straight preseason wins.
That's crazy.
They're just fantastic, bro.
Do your thing, man.
I don't know what you want me to say, but
do your thing.
But yeah, don't get ready for me to show up in your DMs. I don't care, bro. Look, we can talk football all goddamn day. We got this. Let's go. We're ready for this. But
and I'm winning fantasy this year. No cap.
But yeah, it's gonna be a great season. You winning fantasy? All right, we'll see. We got one more person to join this thing. We got one more person. If he ever decides to answer the DM.
Oh god.
That I sent him. But if not, I'll have to fucking send it to somebody else.
If I get Jalen and Devontae, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over for everybody.
We gotta figure out a date for the draft. We gotta figure out the draft order and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, we gotta get that last person, and then once we get that last person, we're golden.
Oh, Josh, look.
Sean said.
Look, Josh.
Oh, what's this?
Look what I just matched up with.
Oh, you're playing Madden now.
I just matched up with them nut ass Eagles. I'm about to beat them really bad.
Was that the Bengals?
Falcons.
Oh, was the Falcons? It just looked orange at that angle. But yeah, should be a very, very fun season. Let's get it going, y'all. I'll be bringing you guys my journey of the fantasy football league, so you guys are definitely going to be wanting to take a look at that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to get the hell out of here. Thank you guys for joining us. Follow us on all social medias. Thank you, SeatGeek, for being a part of the channel, for the sponsorship and everything like that. We love you, SeatGeek. Like, comment, share, all that good stuff. Subscribe to your channel. 4-4 said hut. I think I heard somebody fucking say that on your TV. And
Josh, the Eagles suck, bro.
Thank you, guys.
The Eagles suck, Josh.
That's so much.
Fucking horrendous.
Get the fuck out of here. Eagles suck.
They're fucking horrendous, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow night. Have a good rest of the night. Stay safe. God bless. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace.